welcome back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this very easy Christmas ornament. A perfect scrap buster project and is awesome for the beginner sewers. So let's get started. Okay, so all you need for this tutorial is two different types of fabric and then a circle. I am going to be using this bowl as a guide. It's about 7.5 inches in diameter, so whatever you have that you can trace around, just use that. And then you're going to cut out your two pieces of fabric. And then once you've done that, you're going to take your two pieces of fabric and put them right sides together. And then you're going to sew around the edge with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then you're going to leave a 2 or 3 inch gap, and that's going to be used for turning. So once you've done that, then you can turn your piece right side out, and then you can fiddle with the corners and try to make it as flat as possible. If you're using cotton, then you can of course take it over to your ironing board and make it nice and flat. After you're done that, then you're going to be doing a top stitch around the edge of it, and you're going to fold in that hole that you use for turning and top stitch that closed. And then once you're done that, you're going to go get your needle and thread, and we're going to put a knot at the end of your thread, and we're going to be doing a very small amount of hand sewing. So this is how I like to do my knots at the end of my threads. And then I'm going to just fold it in half so it appears like it is a taco. And I'm going to crease the sides. If you have an invisible ink pen, you can use that. If I'm just using a Sharpie because I don't really care, but I'm just marking where it was pressed. And then I will insert my needle into the one side of the circle, and then I'm going to go across to the other side, and you're going to go very close to the edge, and then you can pull your thread tight, and then we are again going to fold it flat. So of course the way that it was sewn together, you're just going to flatten it, and then you're going to find the opposite corners, I guess you could call it. There isn't really any corners because it's a circle, but then you're going to insert your needle into that fold and then do it on the other side, and then you're going to pull your thread tight all the way, and it'll bring it all together and kind of look like a tortellini at this point. And you're going to try to like fiddle with it to get it all like perfectly even and together, and you might need to do a little bit more stitches just to ensure that it is all nice and secure. And then once you're done that, then you can just tie off your thread, and we will move on to the next part. We are almost done. This is a very quick and easy project. So I just want to remind you guys that I have a blog, which is charmedbyashley.com, where you can find more information about this project, and also follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which is linked below. And if you do make this project, I would love to see it. Okay, so I'm almost done tying it off, and then we are going to make the ornament look like the ornament. So every point that we've created, we are actually going to be folding it back onto itself like this. It almost looks like a little suit, you know, with the lapels. So you're just going to do that to every corner, and it's basically going to take your circle and it's going to make it into a shape of a square. And at this point it's a little bit finicky, so you just have to, you know, kind of keep folding it. And I'm also using a slippery fabric, so it's not going quite as smoothly as it would be if I was using cotton. Especially with cotton, you can kind of, you know, iron it down and it'll stay better. This type of fabric that I was using doesn't really want to stay, so I would definitely suggest using cotton if you're going to do this project, but I still think it turned out pretty. So now I'm going to take some ribbon and I'm going to make the hangy thing on it, and I just stuck that ribbon onto a needle, and I'm going to put it underneath the back of it into one of those corners, and I can hide the knot in there, so I'm just going to stick it up and then thread it back down, and then I'll tie it off. So once you're done with that, then you can start to decorate if you like. You could put a bow at the end of your little tie there, or you can put a decoration in the center. You can either put a button or maybe a little crocheted item such as a little flower, or you can put a jewel, and I think I'm gonna do the jewel this time just because I always think that sparkly is the prettiest around Christmas time. I'm just going to use my little hot glue gun here and place that jewel in the center, and then push it down, and then a little bit of it oozed out, but that's okay. I'm going to use my stitch ripper and I'll just grab that. And then you're pretty much done. So I hope you enjoyed this simple, quick little tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.